Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. So today I'm doing a little bit of school holiday meal prep. So here in Australia, we have school holidays in the middle of the year. So we're kind of in between the two semesters. So at the moment, it is actually a show holiday for Townsville, where I live. And I thought I'm just going to get ahead and just get a few things ready for this next coming couple of weeks, while the hubby is looking after the boys for the first week, and then the grandparents are looking after the boys for the second week. So saving a bit of money on like school holiday vacation care, so that's a good thing. But I do want to have a few snacks and some quick things that Laurie can just throw together so that they don't go out and buy things too much. We do have the Townsville 400 that's actually next weekend. So yeah, I'm thinking I want to do some snacky stuff for that as well. But just for today, I'm only doing a couple of things because I don't know, I don't really have time today. It's going to be so busy. I'm going out to lunch with some friends. I've got people coming over tonight, so honestly I don't have much time. But so basically what I'm going to do today, or right now, is just do some ham cheese sandwiches, which my youngest loves ham cheese toasty. He basically has at least one a day, usually just one a day. But he does eat a lot of fruit. He loves strawberries, he loves apples, he loves bananas, so he eats a lot of that as well, and he has yogurt, so I figure one ham cheese sandwich a day is not that bad. I'm also wanting to make up some Raspberry White Choc Muffins. I got the recipe from Crystal Conti. She's she's mainly beauty makeup guru on YouTube. She's really good. I really love her. She's so nice. But yeah, she put this recipe for raspberry and white choc muffins on YouTube, and I love it. Like, I'm not sure if I've adapted it or anything. I think it's pretty much as she suggested. So yeah, I'm gonna do those as well. They're so easy. You're basically just throwing everything in and then mixing it up, throw it in the oven. I'm hoping I have enough patty pan paper things. If I don't, then I may have to use my little silicone thing a couple of times in the oven, but we'll see how that goes. I was going to do some chicken and vegetable sausage rolls, but honestly at this point in time I don't think I'm going to have time. I only have 2 hours, just looking at the clock over here, and I don't think I'm going to have time to make the sausage rolls because it is quite labor intensive. A lot of putting it all together and rolling them up. So that might be another thing. I don't know if it'll get in this video or if I maybe do it in another video. Maybe I'll try and do it tonight. Maybe. We'll see how we go. But yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do today, is just the ham cheese toasties and the muffins. I've got a few other things already done. So I did mini pizzas a couple of weeks ago and they're in the freezer. So there's another option for the boys for lunches for this week. I also, when I went shopping, I made sure that I had like a lot of like snacky things. Like I've got heaps of fruit. My oldest boy loves like cup of noodles, like chicken noodles. So I got a few of them. I also got some chicken kebabs, so the hubby can do something, just throw them on the barbecue, cooked, put some salad or something else with it. Just put some fruit on the side. But yeah, that is what my plan is for this week. I also want to, like, when I was looking after the boys over the school holidays, I like to have like a plan of what things we're on. So I know that like a lot of the shopping centers have like little things that you can take them to for free, which is really a really good thing. We also like to go down to Riverway, which is like a swimming pools and like a big park kind of thing. We've got the water park. We have a museum in town. I think it's only like $30 or something for the whole year for a family. So that's kind of cool. They have dinosaur stuff and different setups every now and then, so they change it up so it's not all the same. So yeah, I think I want to do that as well. So put together a list of all the different things that the hubby can take the boys to that don't cost too much. Like, you still have things that you can take them to that cost a bit, but you don't want to do that every day. So that is what my plan is at the moment. I know this is a long intro, like I'm hitting 5 minutes already, so yeah, let's get into actually cooking. So yeah, I'm just gonna put together some ham cheese toasties, so I might quickly go through that. Basically it's just bread, a slice of cheese and some ham, so I'll just speed through that one and then we'll get to, actually I'm gonna do the muffins first because I want to get them in the oven cooking. Okay, so let's get into it. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below and let's get into it. Okay guys, so here is my raspberry and white choc muffins. So it is so easy. All you need is 1 egg, 2 cups of self-raising flour, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 3/4 cups of buttermilk. So I've got this buttermilk here. 3/4 cups of vegetable oil. So I don't have vegetable oil. I've always used just plain old regular olive oil. I don't think it makes much of a difference. I don't honestly can't tell. I use a cup of berries. I've got raspberries, and also a cup of white chocolate drops. Honestly, you could adapt this to however you like. If you don't like raspberries but you like blueberries or anything like that, you prefer milk chocolate instead of white chocolate, you don't like any berries at all, or you don't like chocolate at all, you can switch it out whichever way. It's not going to make that much of a difference to the actual batter part of the muffin. So add different things like, I don't know, honeycomb or anything that you like that you want to try, and I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. So yeah, I don't know how many muffin cases I've got. I'm hoping I've got enough. It usually makes, this recipe usually makes probably about 16 or so muffins. I use these silicone muffin things here. I just like the heart shape, and they're really easy to come out, and they get kind of like a crust on it, like it's so nice. But I do also have my muffin tray that I'll put my muffin papers in. But yeah, I'll just go through it and let's get into it. So first up, I'm going to put 1 egg. So this one's cracked, so I might just crack him first. So I'm just going to put my 1 egg. Okay, so there's my 1 egg in the bowl. I'm going to give him a little bit of a whisk up just to get him whisked a little bit. So that's all you need to do, is just whisk him up a little bit. The next thing I do is put in the flour. So I want 2 cups of self-raising flour. So I'm just going to throw it in here. Sorry if you can't see. So I don't sift it at all. I'm lazy. I'm not going to sift it. This is the beauty of this recipe. It is just so easy. So yeah, I just dumped the 2 cups of self-raising flour in there. The next thing is the brown sugar. So I put, so we need 3/4 cups of brown sugar. So how I usually do it is I usually kind of scoop it into my cup. Like that. And you kind of want to pack it down a little bit. You don't want it like, you want to make sure you get enough sugar in there. Like 3/4 cup is not too bad. Like, yeah, I don't think it's too bad compared to like other recipes that I've done. So there's 3/4 cup of brown sugar. At this point, what I like to do is trying to break up some of the brown sugar, because you know how it gets kind of a bit lumpy. So I just want to break that up a little bit and kind of give it a mix with the flour and the egg, and just kind of squish it to try and get out some of those lumps. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do. It's still a bit lumpy, but that's okay. We still got some more stuff to put in there. So the next thing is the 3/4 cups of buttermilk. So here's my 3/4 cup. I need to open my buttermilk. Oh, okay. So here's my buttermilk. So I just want 3/4 cup of buttermilk, and then I just dump that in there as well. And then it's 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, or in my case, olive oil. So I really like this recipe because it's very yummy. And it also gets like this crust, like I was saying, on the outside. I really love it. And it's not super bad, and making it from scratch, you kind of know what goes into it. So that is all the most of the ingredients. I still have the berries and the chocolates to put in it. But this is where I'll give it a bit of a mix and try and get out some of the lumps and bumps. It's not a very pretty batter, but it tastes awesome. Okay, so now we're at the point where I'm going to put in, this is about a cup of white chocolate chips. It's a little bit over, but I don't mind when there's more chocolate. I usually keep some for myself, but I'm not going to today because I'm trying to be good. So yeah, there's my white chocolate chips. Oh, I probably should have checked to see how much it was. It was about, I think it's about 200 grams. Yeah, I've thrown that in the bin, so I'm not going to try and grab it out. But yeah, so there's the white chocolate chips. Now we want the berries. So I'm putting in a cup of berries. So these ones are frozen, so they're just out of the freezer. You could use fresh ones if you want. So I just kind of dump them in there. Sometimes I'll put a little bit more. I'm going to try and keep enough for another batch later. So now we just mix it all together. And try and make sure the batter gets on every bit of berry and chocolate. So it all kind of sticks and gets all yummy. So now it's starting to actually look good with the berries and the white chocolate. Now, the way I like to eat this is either straight warm or cold, but then I also like to warm them up and put it with ice cream. They're so delicious. Okay, so there's the batter. It is totally done. It looks not too bad, but it's going to look better once it comes out of the oven. So basically all I do now is put my batter into my muffin, into here, or into like silicone trays, and then it's going to go into the oven I usually do about 180. It says on my cheat sheet 200 degrees, but I think I prefer 180. And I started off at about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'd check it to see how it's looking. It can be deceptive because it's got the berries in there. Sometimes it looks like it's still kind of mushy, but check the other bits that don't have the berries on it to make sure that it's done, because you don't want to burn them. So yeah, I usually go for about 180 for 20 minutes and then check it. So I'm going to put them in their muffin cases, and I'm going to get on to making some of my ham cheese toasties. So let's do that. so there are my muffins. So I've got, what's that, 4x3 is 12, so I've got 12 muffins here, and then I've got another 6 here. So what's that, 12 and 6, 18 muffins all up. As you can see, I only fill them up kind of halfway, because they do rise a bit because of the self-raising flour. So yeah, I'm going to get these into the oven on 180 for about 20 minutes, and we're going to see how they come out. Okay guys, so here we go. I'm just doing up some of my ham cheese sandwiches for toasties. So what I'm going to do is I've got some bread. I'm probably just going to use this whole loaf of bread. I've just got some shaved ham, just some deli meat. And then I've got a block of cheese. If I thought about this earlier, I might have bought like pre-sliced cheese, so it's just a bit quicker, but you know, it's cheaper to buy a cheese block and just slice it. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, and then I'm just gonna put each sandwich into a Ziploc sandwich bag and then throw them in the freezer, so that when the youngest or the oldest or the hubby want a ham cheese toasty, all they have to do is take it out of the freezer and throw it on the sandwich press and heat it up. So it doesn't matter if it's frozen when they put it on there. I'm sure it probably says not to do it when it's frozen, but we're just rebels. Like, it's just, yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm probably gonna have to speed through this because everyone knows how to make a ham cheese sandwich. So yeah, let's get going. ham cheese sandwiches that I can make for toasties, or you can just have it as a ham cheese sandwich. So I've got 15 all up here, I think. I counted 15. So yeah, I'm just going to throw them in the freezer, and they're going to be ready for ham cheese toasties or sandwiches, whatever they want. But yeah, my littlest loves these pretty much every day, like I said. So yeah, these are all going to be ready just to throw on the sandwich press, and I'll make ham cheese toasties. Okay, so the muffins are in the oven at the moment. I might go wait a little bit, and then I'll show you what they look like. Okay guys, while I'm waiting another couple minutes for my muffins to finish cooking, I thought I'd just show you quickly my pantry and what things I've got ready for school holidays for the boys. So my oldest loves these chicken noodles, so I've made sure I've got a few of them. He's not going to have them every day, but it's good to just have some on hand. Also over here I've got some tin spaghetti. I've actually got the hubby going out to get some more. So he just has this tin spaghetti, either that, the small cans, or the big cans. We also have some tuna. Sometimes they have some tuna. I've also got these popcorn bags. The eldest loves those. I've also got just some biscuits and some little things here that they can snack on. I got some banana bread. I've been meaning to make some banana bread because I have so many frozen bananas in the freezer. But yeah, just haven't gotten around to it. So I've just got a few of the store-bought banana breads that you can get from Woolworths. What else? Of course, we've got the obligatory bags of chips at the back there. Yeah, hopefully they don't eat them straight up. I think that's about that. Oh, the youngest loves jelly, so I've got that there as a kind of like a make up some jelly, something like a little activity kind of thing that they can do with their dad. Oh, I've got some like snack muesli bars and K-Times, so these have like a raspberry and apple in the middle, and then also like some cheese dips. That's probably about it for the pantry. In the fridge, so in the fridge we've got some yogurt. The youngest loves yogurt. Also got some cheese sticks. That's about that for the door. In here I've got a whole heap of fruit, so I made sure I've got heaps of fruit. Youngest loves the strawberries, eldest loves the apples. I actually like the mandarins. I've also got some bananas over there. So just making sure there's like a variety of snacks. I also got some chicken kebabs, so the boys can heat them up, have like a bit of a barbecue one lunch. And I also got some Cheerios. They're just like little mini hot dogs, I guess you'd call them. So yeah, that is what I've got mainly for lunches for the boys, just to make sure that there's a variety of food so that they don't snack too much. I think my muffins should be ready, so let's have a little peek. Yeah, I think they're ready. So they get like a golden, like they get a little bit browner on the top when they're ready. So look at them, they are looking absolutely delicious. So let's get them out, and I'll show you what they look like. Okay guys, so here's the moment of truth. I've got my muffins that I've got in the silicone tray. They're still warm, like they're still fairly hot, but it's warm enough for me to touch. So these ones in the silicone tray, I usually just give it a little bit of a pull at the sides just to try and get them out of the mold, but they don't stick, so it's pretty easy, these ones. These ones I'm just gonna flip out, and they come straight out, so they're awesome. As you can see though, so where the little bits of raspberry are, it's still very soft because it is just raspberry. So yeah, I'm just going to turn them out and then just leave them to cool. And then I'm going to get the patty ones and take them out as well. I love this recipe. I don't know what makes them crunchy, but they get like this little crust, like it's got a little hard, not hard as in bad, but just like it's been cooked. And I don't know how to explain it. Make them and then you will understand. But yeah, they get like this little crust on the edges, It's so delicious. I'll get the patty pans as well. Okay, these ones are slightly hotter than the other ones. Okay, so yeah, these ones also get a crust, but just on the top there, obviously. So yeah, I just take them out of here just so that they cool down quicker. But I usually have one or two while they're still hot, because that's just delicious. Just be careful of the raspberry, because that raspberry will be really hot. So just watch your mouth if you're impatient like me. But there we go, so there are the 18 muffins, I think it was, 12 and 6. So yeah, 18 muffins. So the boys love these. One loves them more than the other, and I know the hubby loves them too. And they're just something that it's kind of like, I feel like I'm there when I'm not there. So like, I'm still like, here's my love, take my love and eat it. So yeah, it makes me feel good knowing that I've helped out on school holidays. So I'm just going to store them in this big Tupperware container, and I'll just sit it on the bench so they don't get cold, because I don't like them when they get cold, because then you never really get them back to how they were. Sometimes I warm them up to eat them. Like I said, I'll usually grab like a couple, warm them up and put some ice cream over them. They're so delicious like that, or just eat them cold. Either way, however you like to eat them. But yeah, that's how I'm going to store them, just on the counter so that they can have them whenever they like. Not too many, but yeah, one or two a day is fine by me. So yeah, there's my white chocolate and raspberry muffins. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed my quick meal prep. It's not really meals, maybe school holiday prep, like snacks and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that. It didn't take very long. Like honestly, I think I did that in probably half an hour, 45 minutes, I think. But basically getting that little bit done is gonna help my hubby out. He's gonna eat out less, which we've just spent a whole heap of money on tickets to the V8, so Townsville 400. So yeah, we need to try and save a little bit of money. So just doing those few things, I'm hoping that because there's like a lot of food at home, maybe they'll either take it out with them or eat home. So that is my plan, and I just thought if I just help him out, I feel like I'm helping with school holidays, even though I'm not there, which I'd love to be, but I'm not. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that red subscribe button down below, and I will see you in the comments. Bye.